In football, defenders often operate in the shadows, overshadowed by the scorers and playmakers. But once in a generation, a defender emerges who redefines the position, commanding the respect and even fear of the world's best forwards. For nearly 25 years, that player was Paolo Maldini. Today, we're diving into the remarkable story of Maldini, a player who made defending an art form, who faced off against the most feared attackers and emerged as a legend. Maldini was the Italian titan who instilled fear without intimidation, whose intelligence and skill made him one of the greatest defenders in football history. Paolo Cesare Maldini was born on June 26, 1968, in Milan, Italy, into a family already steeped in football history. His father, Cesare Maldini, was a highly respected defender and had captained AC Milan to their first ever European Cup title. Growing up, Paolo had big shoes to fill, but he was determined to forge his own path. Even as a teenager, he showed a maturity beyond his years, with a calm presence on the pitch and a relentless drive to succeed. At just 16 years old, Maldini made his debut for AC Milan in 1985, and it was immediately clear that he was something special. In his early years, he played as a right back, but he soon moved to his preferred position on the left side of the defense. His versatility, composure, and uncanny ability to read the game set him apart from his peers. Unlike many defenders who rely on aggression and physicality, Maldini's approach was different. He wasn't just a defender, he was a master strategist. Rather than diving into tackles, he preferred to anticipate his opponent's moves, positioning himself perfectly to intercept passes or block shots. His motto was simple yet profound: if I have to make a tackle, then I have already made a mistake. Maldini's strength was his intelligence on the pitch. He read the game like few others, anticipating threats before they developed. He wasn't the fastest or the strongest, but his timing and positioning gave him an edge over even the quickest attackers. Opponents quickly learned that trying to dribble past him was nearly impossible. If they didn't lose the ball, they'd find themselves boxed out by his impeccable positioning. As the 1980s turned into the 1990s, AC Milan built one of the most feared defenses in football history, known as gli immortali, the immortals. Maldini was at the heart of this defensive wall, alongside other greats like Franco Baresi, Alessandro Costacurta, and Mauro Tossotti. Together, they formed a backline that was nearly impenetrable. Under legendary managers like Arrigo Sacchi and Fabio Capello, Milan's defense became the foundation of one of the most successful teams of all time. Between 1987 and 1994, Milan went 58 games unbeaten in Serie A, a record that stands to this day. They won 4 league titles and 3 European Cups during this period, with Maldini's leadership and defensive mastery at the core of their success. Maldini's discipline, focus, and relentless work ethic made him the ultimate teammate. He never sought the spotlight or personal glory. For him, the team always came first. And this selfless mentality earned him the respect and admiration of teammates, opponents, and fans worldwide. As he grew older, Maldini's role expanded beyond club football. He became the backbone of the Italian national team, captaining them in multiple tournaments. With Italy, he experienced both triumphs and heartbreaks, including a memorable run to the 1994 World Cup final in the United States. Italy lost to Brazil on penalties, but Maldini's performances throughout the tournament were exceptional. One of the most iconic images of Maldini's international career came at Euro 2000, where Italy reached the final against France. Although Italy lost in heartbreaking fashion due to a last-minute equaliser and a golden goal, Maldini's leadership and defensive heroics left a lasting impression. He was never a player defined by his statistics, but by the fear he struck into the hearts of attackers and the respect he commanded on every pitch he stepped onto. Maldini retired from international duty after the 2002 World Cup, leaving behind a legacy as one of Italy's greatest captains. Even though he never won an international trophy, his contributions to the Azzurri are celebrated to this day. Maldini's commitment to fitness and his meticulous preparation allowed him to play at the highest level well into his late 30s and even his early 40s. In modern football, few players manage to extend their careers beyond 35, but Maldini was no ordinary player. He continued to marshal Milan's defense with the same intensity, grace, and determination that he had shown as a teenager. In 2007, at age 38, Maldini captained AC Milan to yet another Champions League title, his fifth European crown and the club's seventh. In the final against Liverpool, Maldini's experience and calm presence helped Milan exact revenge for their heartbreaking loss to the same team 2 years earlier. It was a fitting triumph for a player who had given everything to the club. When he finally retired in 2009, Maldini had played 25 seasons for AC Milan, amassing 902 appearances and winning 26 trophies, including 7 Serie A titles and 5 Champions League trophies. His loyalty to Milan is unmatched, and he remains a one-club legend, an increasingly rare achievement in modern football. What made Maldini so feared by attackers wasn't just his skill, it was his aura. Opponents knew that he was almost impossible to beat, that he could block their every attempt and read their every move. Maldini's presence on the field could demoralize even the best attackers. He didn't have to trash talk or play dirty. His mere presence was enough to unsettle even the most confident strikers. Maldini was not just a player, he was a symbol of Italian defensive mastery, embodying everything a defender should be: composed, intelligent, and relentless. His legacy has inspired countless young defenders, proving that you don't need to be a flashy goal scorer to make an impact on the game. Maldini's legacy extends beyond his playing days. His influence can be seen in the modern game, where young defenders study his techniques, his positioning, and his approach to the game. His son, Daniel Maldini, is now part of Milan's first team, continuing the family tradition. The Maldini name is more than just a family legacy. It's a mark of excellence. Paolo Maldini's story is about more than just talent. It's about dedication, intelligence, and the love for the game that transcends generations. He showed that defense is an art, that football is about more than scoring goals, and that true greatness comes from mastering your craft and inspiring those around you. In the world of football, Paolo Maldini stands as a legend, a player who dominated without fanfare, who led with quiet confidence, and who redefined what it means to be a defender. His story is one of loyalty, mastery, and an unrelenting pursuit of excellence. Even years after his retirement, Maldini's name continues to evoke respect and admiration. For defenders around the world, he's the ultimate role model, a player who showed that defense can be just as beautiful as attack. For football fans, he remains a reminder of an era where loyalty, intelligence, and passion defined the game. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to GoalGist for more in-depth football stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.